Hey yo, what's poppin', homies? You already know, we back with another first Descendant video. This one is going to be a little bit more controversial than what I actually do on this channel, and a lot of it's due to the fact that I've played this game since launch. Actually, same day it launched, 2 a.m. for me, and between streaming every day since launch and talking to people in the community, um, playing the game and kind of getting my own feedback from playing the game and experiencing the game, there's some things that I kind of want to touch base on where let's just let the talk about the elephant in the room. The developers are a bit hypocritical. And what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to kind of break down what I'm talking about. So without further ado, let's hop into the video. Alright, homies, so let's talk about the elephant in the room, right? So, in the background, you're just going to see some footage of me while I was trying to re-level up my Sharon after popping a Forma into her. Sorry, old Warframe player. A crystal into her. It's still a Forma. Don't care what anybody says. But that's not the here nor there, right? So, in the background, you're going to see just full playthrough, and this whole thing is going to kind of narrate what I'm talking about while I'm explaining this, right? So, here lately, we had a thing where the developers decided they were going to kind of cut down on people that were AFKing through the game, right? Now, the interesting part about this is, in the beginning, I was a little confused. I was like, why are people AFKing? Like, there's no point. Like, just play the game, right? Like, there's no point to AFK through everything. Just play the game. And as weeks gone by, and, as I played missions in pubs, and also played solo missions, and queued up with friends, and help people that were viewers of that are viewers of mine. After doing all of these things, I kind of started to see some kind of trends, I'll say. Now, the trends that I'm going to talk about is, so the real elephant in the room is, we all know it. The bunny character is, it's well over fucking populated, right? Everybody has to be a fucking bunny. And it's weird, for one, because you see other YouTubers that when they do their videos, they do their little intros and shit, and they put their fucking little bunny on the thing, and they show close-ups on her ass and her tits. But what's funny about this whole thing is that, she's literally, 16, 17? We found that out in the campaign. We literally celebrated her 16th birthday. So I've never seen a video game turn a bunch of grown men into PDF files in so fast in my life. Like, I mean, there's a whole bunch of Dr. Disrespects in the fucking game. But that that may be a little bit too much. But you know what? Let's talk, right? So, this is nothing against the players that play Bunny, by the way. I'm going to clarify this now, because I know that 98% of the entire player base plays as Bunny. So I know if this video gets any traction at all, the first thing that people are going to do is be in my comments bitching because I mentioned Bunny. So before you start going into my comments and bitching about anything, just shut up. Just shut up. just shut up. I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Alright? This isn't about that. What this is about is something completely different. So, if you look in the background, I'm literally just sitting during this defense. Even the dude next to me is another player that joined here, and he's just sitting here. Clearly, I'm not AFK. Like, I'm literally just sitting here just watching. But there's no point for me to do anything because the bunny is literally killing everything. Right? They're literally just killing everything. So what's the point of me doing anything at all? I'm not going to sit there and not going to fucking run out there and try to, like, you know, fight for kills. I'm not like a weird fucking 12-year-old that's trying to get fucking, you know, that's going to try to go out there and, like, chase after kills. Especially when I go to shoot something, it's already getting killed by a fucking bunny. Right? And it only gets progressively worse the more people you have in your lobby that are also playing bunny. Right? If you get 3 people in your group and they're all playing bunny, they're going to lock down an entire area. Especially when doing an actual, like, mission. You know, like the actual dungeons. If you get a bunny in one of those, you're fucked. You're literally just going to walk through. You're going to do absolutely nothing but pick up loot. And occasionally, you might actually be around them when having to, like, you know, do an objective. Like, stand in a circle. And the whole time, you're going to be the one standing in the circle while they mow everything down around you. And you're going to end the whole thing with, like, 1 kill. Maybe 1 kill. So, what I'm trying to get at here is, you know, it's not the players, right? It's not the players. It's the character. Okay? It's the character. It's the character's design. Alright? Now, I've had a bunch of people come into my stream, especially here recently. Had a dude that got mad at me because I was running my mouth a little bit during a pub mission that I went into with a buddy of mine. And I said something because there was literally 2 bunnies and I couldn't do a fucking thing. And it was boring. Like, I went in there to actually play the game, and I was with a buddy who's literally just started doing hard mode, right? And I kind of wanted to play the game. I couldn't do anything. Literally, I couldn't do anything. So I was an asshole, right? I was an asshole. 100% own being an asshole. But homie DM'd me, and we were sitting there talking in a whisper. Well, I told him I was live on Twitch, and he hopped over, and he actually came over to my Twitch, and we kind of talked back and forth, which, after we talked a little bit back and forth, I even DM'd him back afterwards, and I was like, yo, my bad, like, I handled that wrong. So, with that being said, I kind of wanted to touch base on something that's a little bit, that needs to be talked about, right? So, the character is designed to move fast, and the aura that it has on it is designed for trash clear, right? Now, the problem that you run into when this character is designed this way is when you go into group content, if your character is spec'd with enough range, it's a spec with enough damage, and it's going to literally kill everything on the map, and nobody is effectively going to be able to play the game. Other than the person playing the bunny, of course. Which is kind of sucks, especially when you have a seasonal objective challenge that tells you that you need to get 200,000 kills before a certain date. How are you supposed to do that? Unless you're literally playing on a bunny. And that's where the hypocrisy comes in, right? The devs said she is literally functioning and working as intended. And this is true, right? Again, like I said, I'm not talking about the people that play the character. I'm talking about the character itself, right? Now, when you look at other characters, like, we'll say Jaber, for example. Since day 1, Jaber's entire kit has been completely busted, and they haven't done a damn thing to fix it. Right? Let's do comparisons here, okay? Bunny can literally run, hop, and have their aura consistently going all the time. All the time. Not only that, when they jump in the air, they also do the extra electricity. So they're constantly literally murdering everything in large groups. But yet, if you want to use Jaber in his double turret stance, you know what that does? Those turrets literally go away, even with duration mods. The longest you could probably get those things out that I've noticed would be like 20 seconds. Maybe. And if you want to go, and now, their enhanced mode, like if you detonate your turrets and then put them out, they'll have their auras out, and those auras literally last for like 10 seconds. And then it's just turret. Right? And that aura is what does a lot of the damage. Like, that's how you lock down a lot of the areas. Because let's face it, the turrets do absolute garbage fucking damage. Right? And that's another huge elephant in the room. But, again, you can't lock down an area. You cannot play defensively because the fucking turrets don't last long. Now, what would make it even better is if the turret's scaled off of the current weapon that you have. Kind of like the other characters whose ultimate skills that have ultimate guns, you know, like Freyna, for example, with her minigun, or, you know, what's her name? Glay. Their stuff literally scales off of the weapons that they have. Even Lepic. Lepic's ult. If you have fire rate, it literally scales off of your fire rate. They literally scale off your weapons. But yet Jaber's turrets, they scale off of nothing. You cannot get them to go past a certain point. So when you get to a certain difficulty, those things literally they do no damage. So what I'm trying to get at here is this, right? You have this whole character that literally does everything. But yet every other character doesn't come even close to comparisons. Every other character's skills, you have to dump into duration so heavy that it's almost pointless. Because some of the actual, like, skills do not last at all. Like, their durations are short. You can get their cooldowns down, but some of their durations are absolute dog shit. But yeah, Bunny could just hop around, kill everything on the map, and literally make people look like you see it right here in the background. It can be literally, you do nothing. You literally don't have to do anything. At the end of this mission right here in front of you, I literally only got 3 kills. That's it. 3 kills. And what I was trying to do going in here, which, you know, going into a pub match, kind of expected it. But I kind of was trying to test out some stuff that I just threw on my Sharon, so I can kind of, like, you know, see how my gun damage was balanced. Because unlike some people in the game, I like to build my own builds. I don't like to watch YouTubes and, you know, oh, this is the meta, let me go ahead and build the meta. No, I like to build my own shit. So I go into missions and I do some testing outside of going into the laboratory and doing testing also. But you can only do so much in the laboratory when, you know, you're not getting shot at. But, again, you know, the devs are hypocritical because they tell you that you're not allowed to AFK. But yet, what's the point of moving if you're not going to do anything anyway? Right? Like, there's literally no point if you have a character that's killing everything on the map anyway. You literally serve no purpose in that mission. And now I get it. Some of them have literally told me, okay, you know, I do this because I'm trying to give back to the community that helped me. Cool. I literally, I respect that more than you guys even understand. I do. And I understand that that's the character's mechanics. I'm not complaining. What I'm doing is addressing the fact that other players have literally come to me and they're like, yeah, I hate Bunny. And I'm like, why do you say that? They're like, because I can't do anything. I can't do anything. And that's crazy to me. You have all these characters that are literally getting absolutely shit on because one character is literally outperforming every other character in the game. Now, granted, when it comes to bossing and everything, you have characters like Glay and Lepic, and that's where a lot of these characters shine, right? A lot of these characters shine there. But if you go into, like, an intercept and you're with a bunny, you ever notice that they just run around its feet with their little aura out? They have a whole kit. A whole kit. Especially a laser beam that's literally a Kamehameha. And you never see anybody use it. ever. That thing, I have literally gone into a match, a solo intercept with my bunny, who literally has no investment, and I did amazing damage. Like, I almost one-shot one of the intercept bosses. Now, granted, it was on normal, so like I said, I had no cards on her at all. Like, literally at all. I think I only had health cards on her. And I literally did all that damage. Like, I almost one-shot the boss. And yet, you never see anybody use this. And, like, nobody ever uses the whole kit. And it's all electricity-based. You can literally still throw damage on here because you're still scaling some of the electricity with her character, but nobody uses her kit. And people, like, if you go online on Twitter and everything, you'll see people talking about, oh, you gotta always pick up bunnies. You always gotta pick up bunnies. And then bunny mains will literally be like, yeah, we appreciate you for doing that. And it's like, yeah, but when you get into fights like Frostwalker, or you get into fights like Molten Fortress, right? If you go down, there is points where I've literally seen a bunny go down, and when somebody went to go res that person went down. Or it's happened to me before. I've gone down because of having to go res somebody. And then it's a chain reaction and the whole team wipes. And then you have that random one person who will be like, oh, you guys need more defense. Fucking apparently? Apparently they need more defense. I mean, 90% of the mission, of the intercepts, I'm usually tanking damage anyway from the boss. But that's not a topic that we're about, right? What needs to be done here is the other characters need to have something. Now, if players are going to be able to, like, interact and actually play the game when they do some of these missions, I am not for nerfs at all. I'm 100% against nerfs. But what I am for is maybe scaling the enemy's health up a little bit to where bunnies can't just one-shot everything with that aura. Making it to where the more players that are in the actual lobby, the more, let people literally be involved in the actual mission itself. Like, it's boring. It literally is boring when you go into a mission, and especially on hard mode, and you can't do anything. Like, it's literally boring. And I've literally said it in chat too. And like, this is boring. And I've been told every time, well, go solo. Why? Why the fuck am I told to go solo? Why is everybody that doesn't want to be carried through a mission and wants to actually play the mission get told to go solo? I mean, if you can literally run this and do all this damage, why the fuck are you in a pub? You should go solo, so it works both ways, right? Like, it literally works as a double-edged sword. And that's where the developers end up falling into hypocrisy, because they said that they were going to buff characters, but how? How, right? You can't. You cannot compare any of these character buffs to going into a mission and having a bunny or two bunnies literally spawn in, run straight through, and the moment they get straight through, you're just following behind them, picking up the fucking loot while they're in the next room. Like, there's no gameplay. All you're doing is sightseeing, and you're just a glorified, like, street sweeper at this point. And it's annoying. Now, granted, I've talked to some players on Twitter that have been like, yeah, I understand that bunny is annoying, and as a bunny main, I don't use my aura when I'm playing in pubs. And if so, I'll ask first and see, you guys want to speed run this? If not, like, it's cool. Like, I'll literally sit here, we can just kind of like kill through shit. And that's hugely respected because you're literally showing the player base like actual like consideration, right? You are, because there are some people in this actual community who don't like being carried. Like, there are some people who love being carried. Trust me, I remember the Outriders days. There were a lot of people who begged to be carried through everything. There's a lot of players that literally go into shit just to be carried because they don't want to do shit and they want all the rewards. So these people do exist, but there's also people like myself who don't. And we are literally told to go play solo and forced to play solo because there's no consideration within the community. So the devs really need to like readjust some of their like attention here towards how to fix the issue and make it to where players can actually like play the game instead of like just walking behind people as they kill everything. Because right now, from the people that have come to my streams and talked to me in chat, and including myself and the people I've spoken to on Twitter, people are not having fun, like, at all. And the sad part is, this is a really good game. It has a lot of potential. But at the end of the day, I mean, you're not having fun. I mean, at least for if you're like me, a lot of people aren't having fun. Because the first thing they end up going to do is just walking behind a bunny. Or they're sitting there doing a defense, getting carried by a bunny. And that's really kind of upsetting. It really is. It's upsetting. You know, and again, like I said, there's no hate towards the bunny players. I understand why people play her. People play her because she is the best character to do speed running when it comes to loot farming. And that is 100% respectable. It is. I can't tell you how I love when I go over to do like ambush mission, whatever it is, over in the sterile lands, and I see bunnies running that. I love it. I love it because as an Enzo main, I need all of the encrypted vault keys because, you know, my cards are locked between 8 layers of fucking RNG. And if there's any other Enzo mains that are in this video, and, you know, let me know in the comments how terrible it is for you, or, you know, whatever. But, you know, they make it easy. You know, they run around, they kill everything. I mean, hell, I even have a bunny build specifically for ambushes. But most of the time when I do it, I go into a private lobby and I just do it on my own. Right? But that's besides the point, right? Things need to be a little bit more balanced for group play, and I don't know how the devs are going to actually come across that. I really don't. I didn't want this video to drag on this long, but again, like I said, it's a controversial topic, and I mean, we're literally talking about a character that has turned more people into PDF files in a span of a month than, you know, a sexual predator watch list can actually account for. So, if you go on YouTube, I almost guarantee you 1 out of every other video is literally gonna, like, have some weird fucking dude that's, you know, got a zoomed in close-up of a 16-year-old girl's ass. So, just saying, that's a thing, and that's so sad. Just saying, that's man, that's sad. If it was Glay, it's a different story. At least, you know, Glay's a MILF. Glay's of, you know, older and not a teenage girl. But, you know, that's, you know, I guess people have their preferences. fucking nasty, but they have their preferences. You know? Sorry. To me, that's just mad nasty. But anyway, that's the controversy. Um, we really do need some kind of an adjustment, because the end of the day, Bunny is just Bunny is a good character, and she's very balanced for what she does. Although I never see anybody push her to her actual potential, because all people do is push one button and run around with an aura. I've never seen anybody actually use Bunny as an actual, like, you know, as the potential she has. We'll just put it that way. I don't see it. I never have, and it's kind of depressing, because Bunny's a really good character. A really good character. And let's just say it, YouTubers have fucking killed that. But the devs really need to, like, scale something up or something, because yeah, we need something, or you're gonna lose a lot of players, because a lot of players aren't gonna want to have to sit there and literally play on Bunny, especially when you're going in, you're trying to do infiltrations to get certain amorphouses, and the moment you go in with a Sharon, boom, a Bunny's just running in, killing everything, ruins your entire infiltration. Like, that shit gets old. That shit gets real old, real quick, and most of them don't read the fucking chat, and they don't care, so it makes it even worse. So the devs definitely have, like, a huge ordeal on their hands, because other characters are supposedly getting all these buffs, but it isn't doing shit about it. Just saying. It's not doing shit about it. There's an elephant in the room, and they're literally just trying to walk around it. But anyway, that's my stance. If you got anything to say, go ahead, let me know down in the comments. Negative or not, personally, I don't care. If you have something to bitch about, I will literally sit there and laugh at you, because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck about your complaints. I don't give a fuck if you're a Bunny main and you're going to tell me just play solo, because I've been hearing it for a month. Get new material. But it's your boy, Godified. And yeah, I'm out. So go ahead, drop me a sub if you liked the video. A like would really help out the channel. And if you want more content, come over and follow me over at Twitch at twitch.tv/Godified with an underscore at the end of Godified. And see you guys in the next video.